Hey buddy, what you doing?
Hey, I'm just creating a new world because I always wanted to live the American dream, but I never could because I'm just a teen.
Oh, you're talking about all the myths we're learning about in American studies, right?
That's
Like
right.
the whole frontier thing and the new world.
That's right.
Oh, dude, let's do this.
Alright. Create a new world.
It's like a whole new world. Slightly shorter than the boat ride there.
Yes. Very much shorter.
Oh my gosh. Oh, here it comes. Land ho! Oh man, we've landed in a jungle. That's pretty cool. So this is kind of like the new frontier, right? We're just
That's right.
gotta explore and try and survive out here in the wild. No man been here before. Kind of the new frontier. Yeah. All right, that's pretty cool. What's up? What you doing now? Oh my
I'm
god.
trying to farm, but the Indians tell me I'm doing it wrong.
I think they're right. I think you might want to use some of their help. Oh my god. Wait, what Indians? What are you talking about? Where are they?
All around us.
Oh my god, they're everywhere. Yeah, you need some help with that. What's up again, my old friend?
Ain't nothing much, just getting along with the Native Americans, doing some really good farming, and they also taught me how to fish.
Wow, you seem to be a lot better off than before you were real buddy-buddy with them, man. You guys seem to be trading and hanging out and eating and fishing and living.
Yeah, we're really getting along.
So how you liking this new world, this new frontier, the final frontier?
Yeah, I love America.
Hello, my friend.
Hello.
What has been new since I last visited you with all them Native American slaughters and everything?
That is my house.
Oh wow, it's kind of like a little house slash mansion slash. You're pretty rich now. Kind of almost like a city upon a hill. Kind of got that American exceptionalism thing going where you're kind of better than everyone else, sitting up high up on that hill, all high and mighty, don't you?
Yes.
What was that thing I saw on top? Is that to look over the native people as you're just better than them? Oh, you're flying. Oh my god. You are in wow. Go America. This isn't even the United States yet. Man, you're living the dream. This simulator is pretty awesome. Wow, that's pretty cool.
That's the American dream.
Now show me those native people you looked at. Oh, look at those savages living in the jungle.
Do my bidding.
Wow. They just stand there. Look how unintelligible. They need to be helped at some point in the future.
Yes.
Oh, you're just broke. Oh my gosh. You do not care. You have. So what kind of entrepreneurial thing do you have going? I saw the beginnings of a building. Is that just kind of start with like, because I know the Spanish brought over horses and cattle that have kind of started to make kind of be everywhere now. So are you trying to be like a little bit of a farmer slash rancher?
Yes.
Maybe eventually have something to do with those cattle and horses?
Yes.
Taking them across the country a little bit?
Yes.
Oh, little forethought. Little forethought about that. Looking pretty good work in progress. Now I noticed your house has a lot of windows.
I like being one with nature.
Oh, nature. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's nice. That's like that transcendentalist movement way back when that started around in the 1800s. Oh my lord. They do need help, those Native Americans. Oh, you are going down to help them. You, even right after this the little French-Indian War reenactment you had earlier. Oh, you found one already. Now, as soon as you have your little barn set up, you can save him and hopefully go make some money eventually. When the railroad gets established, do you plan on staying long enough to relive the revolution and do the railroad whole spiel?
Yes.
It's pretty cool. All right, I will see you next time. Hello again. It's my next checkup. So, what part of the simulation are you in right now? Oh, I like how you finished your barn. You got some little Spanish cattle, what I think eventually become what is known as a Texas Longhorn, if I'm right, because they bred with the indigenous cattle. And then you have horses, which are not indigenous to the Americas because they were brought over by the Spanish. Oh no, that's Animal Crossing.
Someone's in my house.
No. Could you possibly be in the part of the simulation that is during the Quartering Acts and other intolerable acts, such as the Tea Act, Stamp Act, Sugar Act? Oh, you're just taking the Quartering Act into your own hands right there. I think you're fed up with the whole British rule by now. Is it King George that you need to get rid of?
Yes.
Oh, I bet you're excited for the revolution, all that war.
Yeah, there's been talk.
There's been talk of a revolution, the Continental Congress starting to come about. It's John Adams starting to stir up the others with the assistance of Benjamin Franklin, maybe. I wonder how this simulation is going to put into play when he was the liaison to the French and had them assist us in the war, because we never would have won without them. It's pretty cool. Alright, I will check in on you next time. What's up? What's happening now?
It's the revolution.
Oh, it is? Did I just show up in the middle of it?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. So has the Declaration of Independence been published on July 4th, 1776 already in game?
Oh, no, you know it.
Oh, nice. Has Benjamin Franklin already been sent to... Oh my, that's a lot of explosions. Wow, look at that landscape get destroyed. Man, this is a nasty war with the British. Wow. Oh, you're flying again. Oh, wow. This war does things to people. So Benjamin Franklin already got the help of the French?
Yes.
Man, I remember correctly. It took quite a bit of convincing to get the Continental Congress to let him go to France and represent the United States, or the soon-to-be United States. John Adams had quite the battle ahead of him to do that, and to even convince them to raise an army where George Washington was the first general of the Continental Army. And oh wow, have the explosions, everything stopped.
Yeah, it must be January
14th? Is it January 14th, 1784? The end of the revolution? Oh wow. And just make sure you get that nature. What happened to your whole transcendentalist, or before it was cool at least in this simulator, because obviously nowadays transcendentalism is everyone knows what that is, because B's transcendentalist or B squared, right? But you're a little before your time in the simulator. So the French helped, you are now free, the war is over, and you're still doing that. Wow, you are terrible. So now you can focus on becoming a self-made man kind of thing, huh? Just now the true patriotism is real now. So I mean, if it was real before, but now it's just crazy. Oh, you're gonna murder that cow.
I need some steak.
Oh yeah, you've gone through a long bloody war. You need food. Oh my lord. Oh well, there's a cooked steak for you. All right, so basically now it's time for westward expansion. When does the whole Napoleon giving the United States Louisiana for basically nothing happened. Is that soon?
Yes.
Oh, but wait, we have the War of 1812 still, don't we?
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be I can't wait to see how this does that. And then there's George Washington being president. Then there's John Adams also being president. I believe, was it Jefferson or Jackson who was his vice president? I think it was Jefferson, because I remember that back then you didn't get to pick who was on your ticket, or that didn't happen till much later on into the 1800s. You had the second person, the vice president was the runner-up to the president, and so that caused a lot of issues. And that's why John Adams was very respected for his gracious exiting of office. Was it? I believe it was that. His gracious exiting of office after his term. All right, well, I can't wait to see how this great, like, super realistic, advanced, like, 4K quality, just wow, this is amazing simulator does it next time. All right, I will see you next time. Hello once again for the I don't know how manyth time. Oh, an American flag. Oh, America. Okay. So, last time I was here, it was the ending of the revolution. So it had to have been a war that did this to your house. I'm gonna guess it. So, there's two big ones. There's the Mexican-American War, which that ended around right before the Mexican Cession, which happened 1848. So it could be pretty late in it, or it could be the War of 1812, which ended in 1815, started the era of good feelings, where the Federalist Party kind of started to fall off after a failed presidential election, and they ended up only having John Adams as their only president. They kind of just dissipated off into like the Democratic Whig Party and one other that doesn't. But so which was it, 1812 or Mexican-American War?
1812.
Are you sure? Because if it's 1812, that means that you're not much farther than I thought. Because I know the Louisiana Purchase happened in 1803, so you'd have a Louisiana to do that. Because I know that was a little bit of a cheap, like, purchase by the U.S. from Napoleon, because he was very, very desperate. But if it's after the Mexican-American War, after the Mexican Cession in 1848, then you'd also have the annexation of Texas by Sam Polk in 1845, and the 54-40 fight, I believe, which ended up being the 48th parallel in Oregon, which did cause a little bit of anger because 54-40 fight, but 48th parallel I guess is good too. Anyway, and then we'd have the gold rush in 1849, but that's only if we're past the Mexican Cession, which was 1848. So is it War of 1812, or are we even past the gold rush right now? Where are we?
Past the gold rush?
Oh wow, man, you're far in this simulation. You're almost to the fun stuff, like World Wars 1 and 2, and then the fun stuff inside, but that's for another time. So you have your cattle and your horses, I see, and they're doing very well. So since we've basically reached Manifest Destiny, and you've kind of, with the exception of your house being destroyed and rebuilt and destroyed a little less in the wars, and just from wear and tear. Oh, you like that cow, don't you? Man, look at that 4K high definition. Man, this simulator is just amazing. So you would, oh my god, that is not, I don't know why. You are hungry. Oh my god. Oh, he broke right through the fence. Oh, you're just smashing the fences. Okay. So you'd probably, my next guess is you're gonna head westward, right? Because Manifest Destiny's been reached, and your self-made man's kind of been done, and so your whole American exceptional, I'm better than everybody, is telling you I'm gonna go west and conquer the new frontier out there, the place of boundless opportunity and endless riches, because obviously there's gold in California, in the California territory right now. So, and you have a horse, you have cattle, and the railroad is actually starting to come about a little bit. So after you go west, you might even be able to eventually be a true cowboy and kind of drive those cattle north
Yes.
towards, because they're gonna need food in a bit in the original area the 13 colonies used to be. So yeah, all right, I will see you next time. Well, hello again. I see you are herding cattle as a cowboy now with your trusty steed for sure nearby. Oh, there he is down there. So you're taking the cows to the railroad so you can make quite a bit of money, because they are very expensive up north compared to the south, where they're very cheap because the north is having a little bit of food shortage. So you're basically being a cowboy, you're conquering the frontier, and contrary to popular belief now, I'm pretty sure the cowboys were actually not racist, as John Wayne would have you believe. You probably have some other cowboy brethren who are of ethnic backgrounds, maybe African American or Mexican of the origin. It's probably somewhere around, just not nearby. Because cowboys, even though they worked in teams, they lived lonely lives because they were on the other sides of the herds. So you're taking the cattle north, and the Civil War that happened. I must have missed that with you. How was that?
North won.
Oh, never would have expected that. So Civil War happened. The North beat the South seceded. The North barely won. They only won because they had two southern states in them, and it actually wasn't over slavery in the beginning, but Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president, used slavery as a way to keep the British out of the war with the Emancipation Proclamation. The British didn't believe in slavery, but he used the Emancipation Proclamation to make the war about slavery. And so Britain couldn't join the South, even though they would have liked to, because they did see it as a ha-ha, got you back. Not so fun when it's you, is it? Because the South was just like the 13 original colonies. So Civil War ended. The 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments have all been passed, I think, correct?
Yes.
So that was, 13 was freeing the slaves, making slavery abolished, even though there were still many ways around that, like wage labor or debt. And then, what was the 14th Amendment?
Gave them citizenship.
Oh, so African Americans are now citizenship. And I think one of the most difficult probably for a lot of white people, because they thought of America as a white nation. The whole Americans are better than everybody else. That's why they were able to take the land from the Native Americans and keep everyone else out of their country. Was the 15th Amendment, where ex-slaves, freed black African Americans were allowed to vote, correct? That was probably the most touchy. So you're pretty far in this, so you think is this probably where you're gonna stop? You're pretty much done with you've had your great experience as an American settler / frontiersman / cowboy / soldier / everything. So you've gone from basically living kind of like Jamestown in 1607, through the Revolution, through the wars, through the gaining of land, Manifest Destiny. You've gone through the frontier once, then you made it, self-made man kind of thing. Then you went to the second frontier and are in the process of becoming a Southern millionaire. or Self-Made Man Part 2, all with the constant American exceptionalism because you're American and you can do whatever you want. And oh, you found a well. Nice. That's because you're American. Go America. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully we can do this again sometime. I will see you when I see you.